we just got back, all of us, from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, and I was real worried about this one because, like, I thought I heard some mixed things, but it was probably just blowing smoke up people's ass or people being overly worried.
Controversy out of nothing.
Exactly, because they're, 14, 15, 16, 17 Marvel movies, you expect them to stumble, but I'm here to tell you guys, at least from my perspective, I'm coming right out and saying it, 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 for me. Go out and see this fucking film right the hell now. It has everything. Here's the thing. It gets the emotions right.
It really does.
It has a more interesting villain. It expands on pretty much every character. It gets the galactic. It gets the cosmic. It's all. In fact, it might be better than the original.
Oh yeah,
it might be better than the original.
I haven't been this attached to characters since the Mass Effect trilogy, and I'm a huge Mass Effect fan, so.
It's pretty hard to live up to the original, and by God, in my opinion, they did it. Even the credit sequences. It's better than the original. It's got this unique, like, paper style, 80s style, fun stuff in it, little gifs. And even the opening sequence, this film starts with a great opening. It goes straight to the action. The team being a team, being mercenaries, taking difficult jobs, but yet being the quirky and the fun Guardians of the Galaxy.
They knew their theme, and they rocked it. Like, the entire movie was based around the theme that they're kind of the fun-loving, team of superheroes. Yeah. And they just carried that through the entire movie. It was perfect. It was great.
Wow, man. I am really impressed. And this one focused on family. And we're not going to get into spoilers because we're going to do a big old spoiler section. So guarantee on that video being extra long. But we'll try to keep this one a little short because go out and see it, damn it. There's nothing else.
It's
a must.
It's a must.
Nah.
Yes, You're doing yourself a disservice if you don't go see it right now.
I'm just so happy. I am so happy. I'd say that, maybe... the music was great. The visuals are great. This is one of those movies where CGI just works and you're not upset by any CGI. Even the CGI monster in the trailer that you've seen is in the opening sequence looks fucking great.
The colors too they chose.
The colors.
Everything. It was a rainbow.
You know how I liked in Doctor Strange how it goes to the different dimension and it's got those colors. Well, imagine a whole movie sort of in that particular time. And I love sci-fi. I love spaceships. I love the galactic and cosmic, and we got all that here.
And Kurt Russell.
Fucking Kurt Russell. I fucking love Kurt Russell. He's amazing. And they actually, they do CGI on Kurt Russell because obviously this is, you've seen it in the trailer, Star-Lord's father, right?
Yeah, they go back in 1980.
And they go back in 1980 and he looks great.
He looks really, really good.
It wasn't Plissken again.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh my God, can we maybe get more Snake Plissken movies?
Yes,
can we get Metal Gear
really
Solid with starring Kurt Russell? If this technology is getting that good because, remember in X-Men how it kind of looked weird when they did it on Professor
Xavier.
The first time they did it and everybody was impressed. No, this was impressive. The shadowing, they kept doing stuff where, she's holding him or there's shadows on his face and she even kisses him at one point. And you couldn't fucking tell. I was like, wow, I am literally super impressed by that. Anyways, so you ask yourself, well, is the villain gonna be better than Ronan? Del, what did you think that the villain, without giving too much away, because there are multiple things in this film. This film has lots of things to juggle.
It had a lot to juggle, and it's really hard, like you said, to say anything about him without spoiling it.
Yeah, we'll wait for the spoilers.
It was a good villain.
Yeah.
Because there's twists in the movies, you get emotionally attached to it. The villain is
things that you do not expect happen,
and you get emotionally attached to and invested in the story because of the villain, because of the characters, and it was good.
Yeah,
it was really good.
It expands on every character. Yeah. It even adds a few new characters. We have a new character, Mantis Joe. This character, what'd you think of her?
I thought she was great. She played a great, I guess, little counterpart for.
Drax.
Counterpoint.
Me and Joe were laughing so much.
I was gonna say, look, the cast did great. Everyone's the fan favorite is gonna be Groot. But for
Joe.
But for me, Drax.
Drax,
Drax.
right
Drax.
here.
Oh, yeah.
Stole
Drax
it.
stole
He
this show.
fucking stole
Everybody
it. He was
believed
fucking amazing.
that everybody believed
loved
maybe
him.
Baby Groot was gonna steal the show, maybe for the
Brief
female,
moments,
because I hear all the girls in theater and go, ah, even guys actually. They were
They
like,
played on
"Aw."
it, too.
They
They
played
knew.
the fuck out of
Yeah, they
that.
did.
Maybe
They
a
knew.
little too much to where that's all they gave him, right?
Yep.
But and he does have some heroic moments too. But Drax steals the show. I love every single time he laughs out loud. He laughs so fucking loud without any inhibitions. It just makes me start laughing. The comedy in this film is 100% perfect.
And the timing is flawless
Timing,
on it too.
flawless.
You never feel like it's out of place. You never feel like it's not part of the galaxy or who they are.
Everything just
Everything is
gels.
naturally done. And I gotta say, there was not a single character in that movie that I did not like or did not think did well.
There is one, and
There's one for you?
I will say, but let's continue on. So we get like I said, we get an expansion. We have multiple subplots. The relationship between Gamora and Nebula, Beard. How did you think that? Did you think that this? Because the multiple subplots. You got Star-Lord and his father, and then you've got this sort of sisterhood. Did you feel that either of those dragged the film down?
Oh, hell no. Hell no. No, the relationship between Gamora and Nebula was fantastic.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
it started in the other movie and it was kind of off-putting, but in this one it cements itself.
Oh,
I
man.
wouldn't have it any other way.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
How about the action in this film, Joe? Was the action there? Because honestly, there is
Yes.
a little, surprisingly, a lot more dialogue and sort of, evenly paced scenes. But did you
It
feel there was
was,
enough
but I
action?
thought it was like non-stop action. There was a lot of
You thought it was
fucking
non-stop
There
action.
was a lot
in addition
of
to
fucking
those
action.
other scenes. Yeah, you're right.
It's like
And-
every time somebody's fucking dying, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, it perfectly flows between these things too. Listen, guys, there are not many movies that you could be laughing out loud one moment and in the very next scene tearing up.
Yeah.
Why would you do this to
And
me?
this
Like,
this
holy
movie,
crap.
I don't know about you, I'm man enough to admit it. This movie, I was tearing up a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, a
Dude,
little bit.
it
At the
hit
end.
me,
I love
man.
this
holding
whole-
back. I was trying to hold back.
I love
but it
this
was.
whole idea. Well, no, spoilers. We'll talk
Can't
spoilers.
spoil it, yeah.
Anyways, so fuck, we pretty much covered it all. Does anybody else want to tackle something?
No, everything was
Go-
great.
Go
Go
fucking
watch
see
Go
this
see
watch
this
movie.
movie. So,
Now,
let's do
is
final
it?
verdicts.
I liked it better than Doctor Strange.
Yep.
Yeah.
I liked it better than the first Guardians of the Galaxy. I know that's rough to say. They're probably on
I
equal
agree.
pedestals for me, but maybe just a bit higher.
No,
That's
I'm with
why
you
I'm at
right
10
there.
out
I
of
think it
10.
was better.
Okay, it was better.
I think it was better.
I didn't think I would like it more than
Right.
Doctor Strange, because Doctor Strange for
Was-
me
was
it
pretty
was
good.
really
It was
good.
really
'Cause
good
I'm
movie.
all into the alternate realities
Yeah.
and time travel and stuff. That hits me. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And I went into this thinking, okay, I'm probably going to like this, but I'm not going to like it as much. No, it blew it out of the
I
water.
think it's also because we're huge sci-fi fans, Beard,
Yeah,
too. Like,
yeah.
I liked it better than Ant-Man.
Oh,
I really, this may be one of my favorite ones. So
It's my
This
favorite
is
Marvel
my
movie.
it's your favorite.
It's
one.
my
You're ready to
favorite
say
Marvel.
it. You just, I don't care.
Let me put it this way. Ever since we started doing these reviews and
Yeah.
I've seen all these movies and all the Marvel movies, at the end of the
Really?
credits for any movie have
Yeah.
I ever, like, this is the first time I wanted it to keep going.
Yeah.
Every
You're
other
please
movie-
don't stop.
Every other movie was like, okay, we're done. That movie was good, really good, really bad, a lot of them. But this movie, I was like, no, just keep going. Just don't stop
We
there.
want
And
more
it was
Marvel,
awesome. I loved it.
please.
It earns everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
I need to stress this, and we'll talk about it in the spoilers. It earns everything. You know, when movies, they do something crazy or they do something big that can change everything, and this one earns it. And
yeah.
it felt deserved, and it felt right, and it hits you. You do feel emotion, and it's got action, it's got comedy. I'm surprised by the amount of comedy. I mean, this is 100%. I mean, this is the funniest Marvel film. It's comedy, even during action sequences. You're getting comedy. When the boss fight happens, boom, comedy right there. Even there,
And it didn't
just
fall
like
flat.
they did in Ronin. Just like they did in Ronin.
Yeah, and it never fell flat.
Versus Ronin. Anyways, so final verdicts. We're gonna get final verdicts. You know what my final verdict is? For the first time, put it up on a big board here. 10 out of 10, legendary rating. Marvel does it again. I don't know how the fuck. I mean, we are in a golden age of comic books and comic book
really is,
movies.
yeah.
So let's go with Beard.
10.
Really?
10.
10 out of
down.
fucking 10.
My favorite Marvel movie now of all time.
Okay.
So.
Wow, how did they keep doing it? No?
10.
Really?
You know how I am about movies, dude. This was a good fucking movie.
Joe,
really
you are
good
the
movie.
last remaining
See, when
person.
we coming out, I said it was like a 9, a high 9, but like now that I'm thinking about it,
It's up to you. It's up to you. Don't let it pressure you.
I'm not.
What was, like I was with you, right? Where I'm going through the film and I'm at 9, right? Until before the final conclusion.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's
those are the high
something
nines,
missing here during the final battle. I'm like, there's something missing here, and it's like, uh-oh. I see it coming. Here it comes. And they do it, and they do it in such this perfect emotional connection. And you realize, you know what? It's been there the whole time.
Yep.
And not only the emotions of this film, but even the previous film. All that shit talking and all the other stuff in that previous film all pays off in this film, and that's why it went up to me. And then the credit sequence with this 80s sort of paper look and all these...
So good.
And they had like fucking 5 stingers. It was crazy. It just kept going. And I was like, yes, please don't end. The only thing it didn't have is like a super huge tie-in with the rest of the team. And you don't always need that. You don't always need to see, 15 different characters show up at the end in a stinger. But there is stingers, and we won't spoil it here for you. We will talk about it in the spoilers section.
So, with that being said, I'm going to have to give it up to my boy, Drax.
Yeah.
And give him an extra point.
All right, 10 out of 10.
He made the movie for me.
Okay. This is, I think, the second time we've given straight 10 out of 10s. I think the first time in Angry Joe history was Hacksaw Ridge. Yeah, Hacksaw Ridge. And now Guardians of the Galaxy 2. We stand by our rating. We really like it. Maybe you like the first one better. I like this one better. Let's talk about why in the spoilers. But first, go out and see the film.
Yeah.
Support this film.
Let's go see it.
You'll enjoy it. Date movie, action, boys movie, family movie.
Yep.
They even managed to find cleverly a way to put in profanity. Did y'all catch that? And we'll talk about it as well. Anyways, so get out of here. No, don't get out of here. If you've seen it, stay here. We're going to talk about all the nitty gritty right now. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.